Good afternoon, everybody. This is Jackie Msimekyogu, aka JMK, and welcome to Real Talk. Today, our topic is going to be about trials. Trials are basically a test of one's patience or endurance. When we look at the Bible meaning of trials, it's distress or suffering resulting from oppression or persecution. Now, when we look at the different verses in the Bible about trials, there's Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. In Exodus chapter 15, verse 2, the Lord is my strength and my song. He has given me victory. And I think you all know that song. He has given me victory. I always love that song. So in Psalms 46, 1-3, it says, God is our refuge and strength, and ever-present help in times of trouble. In Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous run into it and are safe. Every champion, one thing we need to understand is that every champion, soldier, victorious person, any person that you look at that is up here has gone through different trials, but as children of God, it's not our portion to give up or quit. Never. It is never our portion to give up or quit. So you do make a difference. However, many mistakes you have made. That's one thing we need to understand in life. Sometimes we sit down and think that, oh, I have seen the Lord, to have made so many mistakes. I'm not that kind of person who can make a difference. You do make a difference. However many mistakes you make, you're always a champion. We cannot stop looking up to the Lord despite of the various trials we go through. During a period of trial, you tend to lose courage, you lose self-esteem, you lose friends, you lose strength, you lose time, money, but you have to keep the faith on your knees that God is coming through for you. Make sure that whether you're broke, whether you're lonely, whether you've been betrayed, whether you've lost a child, whether you've lost your husband to another woman, whether you have lost a job, whether you feel like nothing is meaningful anymore, whether you, whatever goes on in your life, just keep the faith. Okay? Because God is all-knowing and never gives up on us. By the way, I always say that everything that happens in our lives, God knew it was going to happen. So we always have to keep that as a focus, that the Lord knows it is going to happen, so He'll definitely take you through. And He cannot take you through something He thinks you cannot handle. That's one thing we always have to realize. So we should remember that throughout these trials, who is God? God is faithful. God is all-loving, He's all-caring, He's thoughtful, He's our Father, He's kind, He's patient, He's peaceful, He's joyful, He's amazing. He's always there. He never gives up on us. He makes a way where there seems to be no way. He's a miracle worker, He's the Alpha and Omega. He's a promise keeper, He never leaves us. He's a light in the darkness. He's a situation changer, full of favor, the creator of everything. And is the name above every other name. So when you look at such a person with all those qualities in oneself, where can you find such a person apart from in God? So why else can you even try to rely on man when you have the Lord with all these qualities in Him? So what kind of people are we supposed to be? Normally when we go through trials, we have to be different people. When you've gone through a trial, the Lord is trying to test your faith. The Lord is trying to test how strong you are in His Word and in Him. So what kind of person are you supposed to be after a trial? You have to be a different person. You have to be closer to God. You have to learn the Word of God more. You have to learn how to pray. You have to learn how to meditate. You have to learn how to fast. Then we need to learn that trials are just for a season and not for a lifetime. We need to learn that God took you through that trial for a reason. We have to be wiser, more focused on the Lord, because He definitely will take you out, or He already took you out of that situation. Okay? So, and I'll end with this. I'll end with Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10 to 17. It's quite a long verses, but I won't finish all of them. But basically it talks about the full armor of God. And it says, finally be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you've done everything to stand, blah, 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 it continues. And then it talks about the breastplate and all that kind of thing. One thing we need to realize that these verses sum up everything about trials. Be alert, be ready, because the evil one is always wandering and looking for those souls that are focused on the Lord. One thing we need to realize, some people say that, oh, you know what, when you get born again, all these trials go, all these trials disappear. No, no, no. Actually, the devil, when he sees that you've given your life to Christ, he comes with a double-edged, like, bombarding you with different trials to see how strong you are in the Lord. So we always have to be prepared. So these verses, basically, these last verses that I've talked about, basically sum it all. So I pray for all of us that during this period of time, as Christians, we need to realize that we will constantly go through trials. We will go through trials. But how you go through that trial is what is important. So I pray for all of you that you will stand firm, that you will love the Lord, that you will lean on him, that you will lean on his word, and you will be a wise, sharp, intelligent person who is ready to kick the devil. I love you all. God bless you. This is Real Talk.